That one's me.
And what's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. It's 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and you know what that means? That's right. It's you're there, we're here, and it's time for the Figure Action Podcast. I'm True Star Screamer, joined with, over here, Junkie on Crafts and Builds, the one, the only T-Man 978. So tonight's episode, and I'll be mentioning this a couple times for all the newcomers, latecomers, and everyone else, is being simulcasted with my own channel at True Star Screamer and over at Junkie on Crafts and Builds. So for those of you who are catching our show from either of those channels, please hit that like button and then jump over to the Figure Action Podcast page. And the reason we mention that, we are running a giveaway tonight. That's right, you saw the thumbnail. And that giveaway is a great one. We don't know anything about it. Okay, maybe we do. But you have to be a subscriber to Figure Action. So that's the big thing. So guys, I'll be mentioning this a couple times again, probably in about 20 minutes, about every 20 minutes or so, till we get closer to the giveaway time. But
hi, Daniel.
Illness. You see, this man gets it. But first of all, good to see you guys. More importantly, it's good to see people in our dedicated chat. We have some awesome crews here, as always. Toy Mafia giving some paying remembrance to those who are no longer with us. Hail to the Titan, the man who is everywhere at all times. McCloudrig, one of these days I'm going to shake your hands. Mariano, fantastic to see you. And don't forget, we do have Transformer news for you. Don't worry.
But do we have Switch names for him? No.
We don't have a Switch for him now. Halius, are you new? I don't know your name.
Oh, hi. Hello.
Hi, Daniel. It's good to see new people. We appreciate you. Yes, it is. Happy Switch Day. Switch
Thank
Day.
you for watching my live stream yesterday, Daniel.
And it's going to be some good times here, guys. We are doing well, Ariam. We are, and I hope you're doing fantastic also. And yes, this giveaway is great. I like this guy's icon. And speaking of icons that I like, has anyone seen Venom Bite? Someone check in on him because he usually says hi by now. But we do have Professor Soundwave, and he rocks. And for everybody else who's on the replay crew, thank you so much. We appreciate you guys checking in on us. I really wish you and the replays were catching tonight's episode because, again, this live giveaway. But enough about the hype. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
I saw Venom Bite yesterday.
Okay.
We can bring it
T-Man, how are you doing? Did you get anything cool this week?
Hi, everybody. I'm T-Man 978, and I got this thing. I borrowed Sony's, what are these things called? Alpha Action Elite Aldi's Transformers. And this one he's letting me keep. He is cool, and I did a live review last night. I did see Venom Bite on there yesterday. And some of the folks that are in the comments right now. So, thank you guys. But I don't think that I got anything else, but I am good. I am just waiting
You
for
didn't
something.
you didn't get any Vipers?
Diapers.
Vipers.
Oh, I feel like I showed them last week, but if I didn't, I got two of these. Yay. And I don't think I got anything else. So, yeah, that's that.
Mike, you're up.
Hi.
What you got? Show us. I'm not
let's
hitting
see.
the button tonight. I need to change that one.
Yeah. We'll do that some other time. Doing well. Got some new eyes, so I'm a little fancier.
That's what I'm waiting on.
Yeah. This was a 2-week wait. But things that came in. Like you, I got two of these guys in, and I'm actually quite surprised at how much I like them. Randomly, I had some shop bucks, so I ordered from Can Beams. I've got some Blood Effects and some of his clear acrylic stands and foot peg.
Shopify is
So,
wonderful and evil like that. Those shop books.
yeah, it's nice to get them, but then they're really deadly to use. My in stock sale from beginning of April finally arrived. So
Mhm.
I got my very first Spexian, and he's heavy, but I got the Brandon Warden Slog as well. So uh got a really
You see
good
a
deal
Spexian.
from
He's a Spexian.
yeah, it's an insect, or well, not little, but he's the insect dude. So yeah, I haven't heard about that, Daniel. From the Valiverse Facebook group, I got a good deal on my 4th Steel Brigade Night Ops.
I
So
am
that's
jealous. I do not have a single one of those.
and there. What else? Anything else? I think that's mostly it. Other than oh no, so this is not mine, but it is from a coworker. Because we were talking about YouTube stuff, and he's like, "Hey, did you get this?" And I'm like, "No, I never really wanted it." But he's like, "Here, why don't you look at this?" So he's letting me borrow his Maximum Hulk. So I'll look at that. And
Hurry up.
we found out, or we found another Tony the Tiger. So the question is going to be for someone in the chat, what did you get this week? But we already know. You'll get a Tony. So Dave, how are you?
I'm doing pretty well, actually. You know, as always, overworked. We've only got one day off this week, but it's today, so you guys get me. So that was pretty nice. Had a fantastic day being a parent today for my badass daughter, who was taking Krav Maga and watching her destroy those training dummies. So that's been pretty fun. Still waiting for anyone else to share what they're doing. Anyone else is not here tonight. We got other person here, but not anyone else. And also shout out, what is up, Abby? Good to see you. Fun fact: Saturday night there is no 3 POA, but there will be a Figure Fight Club open mic night this Saturday. So go check out his channel. You never know what faces you'll see.
Just don't bring a dinosaur into the conversation.
Yeah, I've been hearing about that. You know, I heard a Brontosaurus looks really good. No, anyway, but I would say good. Great day today with my family, so it was good. And I also got my 4 Horsemen thing package, which I will not go over all the details because I spent too much damn money. But I did get the highlight of that one has to be the non-convention version of ATL 25. So I am very much looking forward to opening this guy up. I want to get another one of these heads though for a custom idea that I have to use with a Black Knight, and I'll leave it at that. But if I could pull that off, it would be amazing.
Get
It would be
Zendi
a
from
hella dope custom if I could pull that off.
You want a Zendi guy?
A Zengi
From
or even a Gas.
from
What's his
Boxes.
name? The Unamused. He has it as well.
Yep.
But the other cool thing that I found, I'm not telling you. Nope. Not saying how much. Nope. That number is not going to go out on public record.
Maximilian, it depends on what channel you're watching this on. If you're watching this on True Starscreamer, you're not going to see the chat. So highly recommend to come on board the Figure Action Podcast YouTube channel and watch us there. That way you have a chance to get the Tony the Tiger as well.
Yep. We'll be.
Hey,
I'm gonna
Tony.
reiterate. Oh yeah.
I like what
But,
you do.
You good there?
Yeah.
Okay. Lastly, I said I was out with my daughter today. We went by Target. I freaking found Sagat and Blanca in the wild. This is the first time I've ever found something in the wild before Big Bad Toy Store had it. So I got to stop complaining about it.
This is the show that we will break the whole thing. Dave can't find anything.
So
EBT.
Absolutely thrilled. But yes, as Mike said, if you are watching this from my channel or from his channel respectively, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and then head over to the Figure Action channel because we are doing the giveaway tonight, and you have to be a subscribed member to the Figure Action podcast. So we greatly appreciate. Hope to see you over. But enough about that. Gentlemen, there is actually, as opposed to last week, there has been a hell of a lot of toy news this week, hasn't there?
Yep. And Transformers that was greatly missed last week, apparently.
Let me get that queued up here. And of course, like I said, there is a we had the G.I. Joe stream this week. We will be talking about that today. There's just all kinds of cool things. But that being said, let us get this journey started. Now, with it's still it's a Kingdom repackaged or Earthrise.
The Reflector is Siege, and the other guy is Earthrise.
Yes, but I will say, I'm really pissed off because this Reflector looks really, really, really good.
Yeah. I was like, this is the first one of these I want. And I own all 4 of those figures.
Same here. I will say when the Earth Siege Reflector came out, I was very impressed of how they handled doing it. Okay, Thundercracker, we've seen this way too many times. And this is basically what we got from Earth Siege. But these extra parts are absolutely make it.
Yeah. I think they added a few more color flourishes to make it more cartoon accurate.
Yeah, these little, I think the red down here wasn't on
there.
there.
No, I think the white over the feet as well.
Yeah,
or the gray,
So the Kremzeek's new? Is the Shutter?
I think the Kremzeek's been around. I think the Kremzeek was actually an MP Megatron.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's the first time it's been with this retail line.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's a different mold, but I believe it has been used before for something. I can't remember what.
The original Reflector came with, each one had one of these 3 shields and had one of these guns that came together, the tripod and the disc center thing here.
Yep.
I remember that. And then these shoulder pads and the camera thing and the flash bulb is new. But it is really cool how they're integrated in with everything.
Yep.
Yeah, they did do that. The actual G1 toy color. I always wanted that as well, but didn't get. Matt, you're bringing a big. Are you using headphones?
Am I using headphones?
Yeah.
Yeah, but man, you brought some kind of sound with you.
Did I?
Yeah, it was like humming real loud.
Is it still?
It's gone now. Oh, wait. It's coming back.
Wait a minute. I got an idea. I'll be right back.
Okay.
He's got an idea, folks.
That reminds me of like back in the 80s when you couldn't quite get the channel right on your TV.
I thought it sounded like if you brought your cordless phone next to your speaker.
Oh yeah.
What you just said, if they made this 3-pack in the old G1 toy colors, I would probably import that.
Oh, you don't remember that?
Did it have that? I'm saying not with this gear.
It was all the same parts. It was just one was black, one was red, and the other one was blue or something.
But I'm saying if they made it with these extra parts.
It did. It came with that. It was
okay.
Some type of Comic-Con exclusive.
Oh, gotcha.
How about now?
Nope.
No sound or no, it's not good?
No, it was not good.
See, I don't hear the hum.
Interesting.
No, Professor, there are some extra parts and Thundercrackers in with these guys this time. So. more than
Y'all
just
still
a-
hearing the hum?
Yeah.
Yes, we are still hearing it.
And we got a
and,
blow
well,
in the
since someone mentioned
headphone
it,
jack.
we've got Studios 86 Megatron images have been officially posted.
And I'm waiting for the review
I
on it.
Check Prime vs. Prime. He probably has it ready.
He has it. He's been had it for like 2 weeks.
Okay, now?
Some type of unspoken embargo.
Matt, you got something going on.
Okay, let me try something different.
Yeah, he's had it forever, and it's been in like his reviews in the background, but he hasn't reviewed it. So
Now I do know I did see I on Facebook on the Reels they actually did have a transformation video which looked pretty good.
yeah, it was super complex. I was shocked by that.
So we've got our pictures here. Yeah, the transformation is definitely a lot more complex than I thought, and I'm impressed with it. I mean, the fact we are able to get a very G1-esque Megatron still turning into this tank. Now, the back of the tank, I wasn't, could be better, but I'm
Yeah.
not being too picky here.
That's the main complaint. The back of the tank and the way the turret rotates, like the angle is weird.
I
But
love
the robot mode that's all they cared about was the robot mode.
And that's all.
but I
anyone's
do
gonna
like the
do that.
homage, the homage to the original G1 gun right here.
Mhm.
I mean, yes, it would be cool if they could actually put the backstock to it, and I'm sure somebody's going to 3D print one, but that is very satisfying to see that look right there.
But seeing that next to this Starscream, which was already dated before they made it a studio series, it was like, ugh.
Yes, people
But
are
Megatron is good.
because it's not a weapon or a different weapon.
We already knew. We've been knowing for 30 years it wasn't going to be a gun.
I mean,
Yep.
again, I was impressed with MP with the Masterpiece Megatron, but I'll be honest, I've actually liked Megatron not as a gun. Like again, like an animated when he was the that Offspring-like vehicle. I thought that's actually one of my favorite incarnations of him.
Yeah, I like that, especially the swords.
Yeah, I mean, but this looks good. I'm talking about from front to back. I think you were pointing out there is like I don't see any waffles to this. He looks solid from all angles.
The only tank kibble is on the back of his ankles, back of his heels,
So-
or whatever.
Hey, one second.
I'll give
Right back.
points to the designer, and someone's gonna 3D print an adapter to turn the tank mode into a gun because that's what happens in the Skybound comics.
Somebody already, I seen pictures, they transformed his shins a certain way where it can be a handle.
Cool.
But it looks way more substantial. It looks as substantial as I was hoping, and the pictures of it beside Optimus were good looking.
Got to give it to them. They did a fantastic job here, and
Takara
I'm
told me did a good job. Not Ezra.
sorry, Takara Tomy, you're right.
Hey, no humming.
That's good.
I figured it out.
Oh, I thought, did Mike just go and give you some headphones?
No, I'm using a different webcam and it was picking it up I had the mic was not supposed to pick up through the webcam, so I changed it back.
Oh, okay. I've had that happen a lot.
Did we want to see how Matt is doing?
What was Matt doing?
Well,
We
why
can
don't we get through the
Yeah,
through
we'll finish the
circle
Transformer
background.
segment first, and then we'll talk about Matt.
All right.
Because I
what
want
is
to
it?
talk about this Devastator. I'm now rather thankful I'm not committed to this project, to be honest.
Yeah, the pricing is what keeps putting. Every time I see Scrapper in the store, like I messed with him when T and I met up. He let me mess with his, and every time I see him in the store, I can't get over 35. It's just I can't do it.
It's not even just that. Now, this is from Ben's Worlds of Transformers, and I look at this. Yeah, the chest, the hook and long haul combination looks fine to me. I can almost get away with the Bone Crusher and Scavenger, but these legs look so freaking tiny.
Yeah.
It's like you said, and I'm seeing this everywhere. Yes, he skipped leg day, or he's on steroids. It's just
Right, and they did the thing here that throws proportions off, in my opinion, and that's I've brought this up before. It's when you have the treads on the body instead of the arms. I think if you bulked out the arms by having the treads stay with the arms, it would be a little bit more proportional.
I'm with you on that, except they did a really good job with that on the Titans Return one.
Well, yeah, but they didn't on this one, so I think that would help this one.
No, on Titan's Return, they had the same arm thing. That is always
thing. Titan Returns. That's what I'm saying. But Mixmaster and Scrapper were much larger.
Yeah, I just seen. I watched a review for the core bots today, and I seen that they are slightly taller than Scavenger and Scrapper and Scavenger. So I think if they were slightly taller too, the lower legs would have been better. But I know they wanted it to scale well with their current day combiners, unlike what Combiner Wars did back in the day.
So I'm
gonna get it.
I'm feeling
I'm done.
I'm not going to complain about it because I'm not spending money on it. But I'm just now saying I absolutely have no FOMO from this. I mean, again, you got your Fans Toys one. That Fans Toys one's looking fantastic.
I got this, and I'm still gonna buy them like an idiot. This becomes an awesome arm.
Did you do the fix? I haven't tried it
Yeah,
yet.
I did it, but it still is wonky
Janky.
for me.
Yeah. I mean, I went on the Fans Toys Devastator and the Dreamstar, so I'm good. I don't need any more.
You know what? I'm going to say it. I got better proportions than that Devastator.
What was that thing about two dads in the trench coat?
Yeah. I can kind of see that one. But now that we've finished up the Transformer, I mean, you know what? Absolutely. I'm not going to tell you not to buy something. I'm just letting you know that I do not feel I'm missing out on that one. I hope, Daniel, that you get to enjoy this figure, and I hope you get full satisfaction out of it. The bot modes look fantastic. I'm going to say that right now. So I will never, what does it say? Yuck somebody's yum.
I'm gonna cave on it eventually if I see one for a discount. If all that bitching about Scrapper, if I go in and it's like $24, I'll probably get it.
All right.
And you're committed.
Oh,
And
we're going to
Matt-
hear more. We'll hear more Transformers stuff on June 10th at 11 o'clock when Hasbro does their next live stream.
Guess what we'll be talking about then on that? that week?
Dave, did you cover the third-party title wave?
Oh, we didn't see that.
Nope.
No, we didn't.
Here, let me.
Or
I want to touch on it real quick because it's kind of interesting. Let me
What?
send it to you.
You sending it through Facebook?
How do you want me to send it to you?
Okay. Well, how about you send it to me stealthily while you tell us how you've been?
Well, I can't do both at the same time, no matter how talented you think I am.
But
The
that's
question is, what the
devastating.
hell? The question is, what the hell chat did I send it to? I don't know. I'll find it. We'll circle back
Sony,
around.
probably the one with Sony. Yeah.
Yeah, I was bitching about the Power Ranger thing before.
What?
It's a kid's toy thing. All right, I found it. Let me send it to you real quick, Dave. This is all stealth. Like nobody knows I'm doing this. So anyway, while you pull that up, then I'll talk. So hi, I'm doing well. I'm in my new office. I relocated to the other side of the house where there's actual windows and sunlight. So, and it's a bigger space now. I can, hoard more things. What did I pick up? That's a great question. Thanks for asking. I picked up.
Too busy getting your tidal wave stuff ready.
This guy. No, the camera's up here. This guy is fucking awesome. I hate this Prime design. This is the based, obviously based off of the early Bay movies. This guy is awesome. Fully transformable little legend scale Optimus Prime. It's like Biling something. I don't know. It's some name I don't remember, but he's really good. There's reviews out for him, and I've obviously got him in truck mode, but he comes with a bunch of stuff, and he's really, really good. Clever transformation. So that guy was a good pickup. I picked up also because Prime. This was the MPH mini scale Optimus. TM Reviews reviewed him a few months ago, but he's the little dude that he's okay. Like he was pretty cheap and he's fine. I'll send
Those
some
proportions remind me of something.
Optimus Prime?
Possibly.
No, how the top of the body is bigger.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like Devastator.
He transforms about like you'd expect, but he's not bad. It's the premium paint edition, so
That's cool.
it's rubbing off very, very nicely. And then this guy. This is my favorite pickup in a while. Just the fact, and I don't really care about Beast Wars, which I know T has a little mini heart attack every time I say that.
Yes,
But he's so like. If someone told me that I was going to get a robot scorpion with expressive eyebrows, I wouldn't have believed him. But this thing is awesome. Like this is possibly top 5 figures so far this year. Now maybe it's newness, I don't know, but it's good stuff, man. It's a really clever transformation too. I'm sure you all have seen reviews, but
So
the
it's
legs.
trans art? You said it's trans art?
Who is this?
I think it's somebody different, right?
I don't think it's trans art. I don't.
Yeah, I think it's somebody different.
I just moved all my stuff, so I don't actually know where the box is right now.
Yeah, it's made better than the ones they're making.
Robot toys? Yeah, all right. Everyone else
Yeah, so when you transform it, the insect legs have to go in a very specific way into the backpack. If you pick this guy up, the instructions have a picture of how they're supposed to be oriented, but what I did was before I transformed him into a scorpion, I took a picture of the leg orientation. So once you get it figured out the first few times, it's not that bad, but just take a picture before you mess with it and then you'll know how to put it back.
Do you have Megatron?
No, I don't. Like the official Beast Wars Megatron?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, all right, I've got Matt's exclusive for us right now.
Yeah, sure,
And
why not?
that
That's an exclusive.
Is Transform Dreamwave.
They're an older company that hasn't done much lately, and I think this is their resurface. So near as I can figure, the figure is the dude in the middle, and that it's a posable, transformable version. And for anybody that's got the full-size Tidal Wave, he comes with a mini version that can merge with Megatron,
Oh,
Galvatron.
so it's supposed to replace that.
It replaces that, and it's full, like it's a full figure. It's fully Tidal Wave.
Yeah, it's like if Hasbro actually did a leader class of Tidal Wave,
It's
like back in the day.
I get it. It's neat.
I mean, for me, Tidal Wave is one of my favorite characters. This is a legend scale Tidal Wave for me. Like, I'll pick him up, and
that's the best way of putting it.
yeah, I mean, I'm gonna pick it up and throw up my Legends display, and that'll be
I was
that.
gonna say this is probably the aircraft carrier is probably the most disappointing part of it, but
Looking at it, it has
10
the
centimeters is not a disappointment, Dave.
I think
I
this
do like
transforms
this,
just like the Titans class, right?
It looks like it, yes, but it's got more it's got more articulation than the Titan scale.
well, again, if you look here, this is them actually replacing all storing it
Right.
in the actual Titan class one.
Exactly. So he may end up being too small to be a Legend scale Tidal Wave, though. To be honest.
Yeah. I think the Titan one is a legend scale Tidal Wave.
Well, that's true.
So I don't hate it. I mean, I think this actually looks really good. This part looks pretty good. I'm not sure I'm the biggest fan of this mode because if I was going to do that one, I probably would have wanted it to have some kind of like faux ankle rocker to go at the bottom. I think this looks very clunky.
It does, but this mode looks. I mean, every iteration of this mode looks clunky.
I think the person who took this picture just didn't do the ankle pivot because it should still have ankle pivot.
But
it's
Galvatrons.
It's not using the ankle of the Tidal Wave. It's using the entire ship. It's just a ship split in two on the bottom of his foot. There is no. Oh, you're saying it should be using the figures.
Oh yeah, okay. He does have an ankle pivot. Yeah, yeah.
So you can use that.
Gotcha.
Interesting. And it's up for pre-order now, or it's going to be up.
You know,
I like
I know.
the mini cons jets on them, but
that is awesome.
So moving away from Transformers, NECA actually threw out a neat little teaser today for their new Predator. I think for the new Predator movie, Hunting Grounds, we get a freaking samurai Predator.
Now, this is off the anime.
I believe so.
Okay.
We'll be getting
Isn't
more
that a
news
Halo character
coming out tomorrow, but I'm just saying this is. I mean, it just looks gorgeous.
Did you just say the anime is coming out tomorrow?
No, more information of this Predator.
Oh.
Kind of reminds me of the Red Mandarin spawn.
It reminds me of that Halo armor as well that I bought and then returned.
So without actually seeing this movie, I don't know if I've got any pure ties of saying I must own it, but I will say it. I mean, I do have a lot of NECA Predators, and this at least does look very good.
I think you would buy it if you saw it.
Probably, but I don't see myself pre-ordering it. Speaking of things happening tomorrow, this bad boy goes up on pre-order tomorrow. Much anticipated Vega, or Balrog if you want to be a purist. He's called Balrog in Japan. We know.
Vega.
He's Vega. I will always remember. I'll always remember hearing Chun-Li say, being explaining, being startled by Vega after her shower, because that was a defining moment of my teenage years.
Development.
Seeing that unrated Street Fighter movie. Can you imagine, Matt? Could you imagine going through life not knowing that there was an unrated version of that?
It makes me sad.
If somebody missed out on that in life back in the 90s,
it makes me sad for them.
I wonder what that person would be like today.
It's like seeing the movie Wild Things with skipping certain scenes. Like that's just there's no reason to watch that movie at that point.
But I have to say this is probably one of the most anticipated of the Jada release.
Now, do you
Yeah,
think
between that and Blanca, I think.
he starches his socks because they look very I mean, they look really well done. I wonder if maybe it's a special laundromat that keeps them so fresh.
Those aren't socks. Those are part of his Matador pants.
Look, you can say odd language words, but they're socks.
There's
I
no
just
way
like
he
the fact
goes
that
to the
he's got a
laundromat.
soft goods. He's got the soft goods belt right here, and it looks wired.
Yeah.
So, a quick question though, since I'm here, is Storm is coming out with their arena figures, right? How do we feel? Now, obviously, we don't have them in hand, but there's some reviews out for Ken or Ryu, whoever's coming out first. How do we feel? Because I'm looking at the reviews and the pictures and the side by sides, and I'm pretty impressed with Storm.
Oh, I'm in on it. I mean, again,
so you're gonna double dip.
Absolutely. I mean, come on. People have how many versions of G1 Optimus Prime? I'm not making that as a joke. I mean, people have how many versions of that? I'm looking at right now over 20 a dozen Spider-Mans on a shelf. I will buy various versions and various takes of a character.
I'm probably gonna skip the basic characters and just wait till they make like Sakura.
And see, I pre-ordered Sagat just because Ken and Ryu. I understand it's a different game and there's going to be more stylized looks, more enemy looks to their faces, and I'm happy with what Jade is doing for that. But Sagat looks really good, so I'd rather have them both. And that's just me.
I mean, let's put it this way: T, you bought the Figuarts Street Fighters, didn't you?
Yeah, I have Sakura, Ryu, Chun-Li, and what's his face? The Arab guy with the wind.
Right, but obviously they didn't make another Rashid. But it's kind of like the same vein here. I'm very interested in how these companies are going to be doing with it. Venom Bite, it is good to see you. I was missing you earlier. So yes, I am double dipping. I'm very looking forward to feeling how their differences are, the directions they take, and the Alpha/Zero series is different from Street Fighter 2.
Yeah, they're supposed to be younger.
Exactly. That's why it's called Alpha or Zero, because it was a prequel to it all.
Yeah.
Dang, this Vega looks so damn good. I think this ponytail, especially on this head, is adjustable, because if you look at that one picture here, how it's off to the side, I was worried about that. I was very worried about that.
That looks very cool. I mean, they did a really good job with Cammy's ponytail. So
Jada is so good. It makes me not really care too much. I mean, they are a good price, and if I saw them in a store, I would get it.
Mm-hmm. And they're both comparable prices, right? Both lines are 25 apiece for the base figure.
They're comparable prices. They are doing different effects, which is kind of interesting. The Jada, the Storms are also coming with a little mini flight stand. Mm-hmm. So,
anyone want to help a professor with this?
King Arts or Bandai for what
I'm
line?
assuming he's stuck in Street Fighter. I don't know.
Figuarts.
Well, Bandai is Figuarts. Professor, I need to know what line, I guess, to give an opinion.
Oh, yeah. I didn't read the question, so yeah, can't answer that.
Now here's the biggest thing that Titan's putting up there. Storm does have a history of not completing lines, as I bitch about my Mortal Kombat collection.
Right.
And Jada, as we know, though, is going the whole hog, which is the big thing. I mean, I
think Figuarts didn't finish.
Figuarts doesn't finish lines. Figma, unfortunately, is notorious for not finishing lines. And Jada, that's probably the biggest thing that's won over Jada is the fact that they are doing the complete line. Though I have to say, Storm is doing a very good job with the Street Fighter line. I absolutely.
We just got to see
Definitely
how
better than
fast
Mortal
Storm. We'll see how fast Storm actually gets figures out if they beat Jada to the punch with some of this stuff and gets caught up.
Well, that's the thing
That's
with
gonna be the
Jada,
thing for
though.
them.
It's like they're rolling with the Street Fighter. I mean, I say rolling. Like, they're steady enough with the Street Fighter figures, but like they need to. I wish they had McFarlane's like we revealed it, but they're already in the wild kind of mentality. Especially with like y'all know by now, I'm an avid Mega Man collector. Where the hell are the pre-orders? Like we're done. We're caught up. There's no pre-orders even for the stuff that they've shown. So what? You know what?
I've never seen Mega Man in stores.
You've never seen
No, me
Mega
neither.
Man? Oh, in retails? I've seen it in
Yeah.
Walmart once down in Virginia. That's about it.
You saw it
But
in
there's a
Walmart?
follow-up to the question for you guys. Yes.
Oh, for Grandizer and Mazinger. Ugh. Okay, I'm probably Matt. Maybe I'm the only one here I know, because I know Mike is not into the super robots. Matt, you're at least familiar with some of the super robots.
I know that those are
I
words.
can give you a good. Yeah. So
Is that Transor Z?
basically, that's exactly what he's saying. So I cannot tell
Mazinger
you
I'm familiar with, but the other one I don't know what that is.
But I mean, I'm just looking at the line here. We do know that they're going deep in the line. They've got Jada has at least five figures left to do for the Street Fighter 2 series.
And we've seen them all.
We've seen them.
Yes.
Yep.
Even Violent Kin and all that.
Which,
She's awesome.
speaking of more of the figures to collect, Jada did announce
Oh,
their SDCC exclusives, and
They look
They
awesome.
are
we saw
idiots.
these teasers out the other day of the bodies on fire, which they
Mhm.
themselves look really good. Is this gonna let me?
So these are Ultra Deluxe.
Yes.
Yes.
Which, I mean, I did not get the Player 2 Bison that Big Bad Toy Store offered, and
I did. It's really good.
I know you did, and it looked good. But I'm going to say these pieces. I'm not saying it's worth buying it just to get the parts, but these parts are absolutely awesome.
And they give you
And,
the
okay,
alternate
one
heads
thing
for
that's
the
absolutely impressing me with the Dalsim specifically is they're giving the extra parts in the Player 1 colors right here.
Well, they're doing that for Bison as well. If you look
Oh,
at that picture.
I didn't see that back over.
Right
yep,
over there
yep,
by
they
the
are
three
right
heads. So
Yoda!
And but I think that is absolutely awesome of them to do. So that way, yes, if you are buying it just for the parts, at least they give you the parts to make it compatible, so you're not trying to sandwich them in.
I'm just excited for
I
them,
will be
so.
buying these, hands down.
Those burning figures, those burning figure guys look like they were pulled right out of the game. Like that's when I saw the picture that they first scrolling through my Facebook or whatever I saw them the first time, I was like, that's like right down to the effect is really impressive.
Are they three-dimensional?
Makes you wonder if they'll do one for Blanca too.
Bodies? I think the bodies are going to be.
It looks to me like it's a three-dimensional mold. It's not just a picture.
It is. Oh,
Look at the
that's-
stand. The stand's got to be pegged into
It's not
something.
going to articulate, but I mean,
Yeah, they
No, it's not
only
articulated. It's
show
a
it
slug.
from that angle. That's what made me wonder.
No, this is definitely a slug. I don't think there's any Hold on here. Oh, that's not
Eat
gonna let me
some
zoom.
of my cereal.
I was just
Are you
wondering if there was
watching
actually
from
a
Figure
joint there or
Action,
not.
people?
but yeah, so we don't have a date for those yet, other than they're going to be. They are going to be at SDCC. So
And I will.
Oh.
Jada Toys Next Level has actually been pretty good about getting us stuff.
yes.
So-
Don't be like me and sleep
speaking
on
of
Violent
Jada-
Sin. It's gone.
And speaking of getting stuff, don't forget, if you are watching this from the simulcast of Junkion Crafts and Builds and in my channel of True Star Screamer, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and then move over to the Figure Action channel because, again, we are doing the giveaway, but you have to be subscribed to Figure Action to be in on that contest.
And I like to put the banner up on the bottom so people can start putting in the tag, and we will start collecting things so when we're ready to go. And that banner is Saturday Morning Fun. So it's scrolling across the
Wait,
bottom.
are there any other rules? Like you got to be living in the United States?
I'm not gonna put it on it. So
I'm going to say that not only do you have to be living in the U.S., but you have to also be living in sin. It's not a joke.
So you're saying we
Alright,
can only live in Cincinnati, Ohio?
That's the joke.
All right, so put hashtag Saturday Morning Fun in the chat,
Make it
guys.
louder.
At some point tonight here, we're going to be drawing that. We got 23 people watching now. Let's get that increased, and let's roll along here, Dave. What we got now?
The pooper.
So pre-order went up today for the Silver Samurai Wolverine 2-pack. I did put my order in. How about you guys?
No.
Yes.
Wait, this was on Amazon, right?
Yes. I used your link.
Yes.
Which
You
you
sent
can
me the
find on
link,
T-Man's
and I bought it from
YouTube
your
page.
link.
Oh, yeah. Then I think I pre-ordered it. I hope.
Well, anyway, a lot of people were concerned about the fact that the Wolverine has single joints. And I love the fact that Dan Yun put this up today. And even though it's a single joint, this guy's getting over a little over 90 degrees bend on here. Especially this picture right here at the very corner. I am excited for this figure. I personally have no problem if single joints are done right. If you're Mike, you can back me up here. If you collect Action Force, all the female characters have single jointed elbows. If I recall.
Talking about Action Force?
No, they're double
not
jointed. They're just
No,
they're just not as
No, sorry, no, they don't. They don't. I'm thinking of a different line. I apologize.
My main
But
the regular double jointed Wolverines never used to do more than 90 degrees, even though they were double jointed.
so this
Yeah,
is
he had that big old muscle.
Mm-hmm.
there. You go. That's the thing. So he's still getting the same turnaround time, except it just looks clean. Now it just looks cleaner, which is a big thing. It does.
and
As long as I got
unlike the other bigger figures like Hulk and all that, the elbow doesn't come down as a cap, so it doesn't look awkward. So
The thing I like
I
is
mean-
the fact that he can look up while hunched over.
Yes, you can see you can actually see the disc joint right here. So they've cut the head just right.
Mhm.
So we've got less breaks in the sculpt, and he's going to hit those Wolverine poses really nice. I am looking forward to owning this Wolverine.
And he looks like the game with
So-
those big ears.
And then tomorrow, the Psylocke Thanos pre-order goes up at 1 o'clock. So set your alarms, kids. Have your apps ready, and I'll say a prayer for you if you say a prayer for me.
And you said it was Target, so it's a crapshoot.
It is Target.
You might have to do a seance or
And then earlier this week, this came out on my feed today, and I thought this is possibly one of the coolest things ever. Members from various metal bands are basically getting together, and they have recorded an actual Cold Slither album. And they are going to be doing a concert. And then they are going to be putting out an album in July.
that's awesome.
I can tell you if they actually have 3 tracks on Amazon Music today, and I listened to all 3 of them, and they are really good. They are fun.
How did
You got the
Hasbro
Cold Slither
afford that?
song. I have
Wow.
no clue. And July 24th, they're going to be doing a live performance. So
Nice.
they have the track listing on here. Welcome to the Swamp. They actually have the Cold Slither song, Knock 'em Dread, and Thunder Machine. These 3 songs right here are on Amazon. Then you've got Zartan's Revenge, Snakes on the Bayou, please be a cover of Smoke on the Water. I would laugh my ass off. Torched, Under the Dreadnought Spell, Master of Disguise, The Ballad of Buzzard, and These Fluffies Are Fatal. Listen, I love the fact of the Cybertronic spree existing per se, of just a great band that's doing this kind of stuff. But the fact that these are established metal performers is next level.
Oh, Slither, something.
The whole song is on, again, I don't know if it's on Spotify or if it's on YouTube, but I do know it's on Amazon Music. So
And they look awesome. They come with awesome crap.
Mm-hmm.
Fans
And
Hobby
Jim was
released.
even mentioned.
For those of you who got the Fans Hobby Skyclaw, they are now also releasing of the VE03. Mike, if you want to talk us a little more through this one.
It's a third-party version of the All Striker. It definitely, I would say they're trying to directly compete with Hasbro in their All Striker that they showed this week. A lot of people think this one's a lot more aesthetically pleasing. Plus, you get, I don't know, it just looks. I think it looks cool either way. So that's the gist I know about it.
Now, did you get the Skyclaw?
Oh, the Air Eagle from Fans Hobby?
Air Eagle,
Yes.
sorry, I apologize. Yeah.
Yes, and it is a really, really good vehicle. It's definitely it was worth the first run, and then the second run's a little more expensive with it, obviously. But the fact that you can do the vintage Skyhawk or the modernized version that they put in is really cool. And it's funny that we get more images of this the same time that we had Hasbro's All Striker, as well as Gridiron Studio dropping their Jungle Phalanx APC, which I don't know if you guys have seen that or not. I can throw it in the chat, but it's a monstrosity that is
Hey,
pricey.
was that Scarlett Johansson?
That looked like Scarlet Joe, yes.
Oh, and I would say Hugh was in the back with the cannon.
And then they are doing their Tiger Force version.
Yes.
I like
those that
the
are
idea
Tiger Force
of it.
fans. It's really cool, and like they say on there's only 400 of these that are going to be made, and they're going to be available in 2 weeks at Joe Fest.
Mhm.
So, yeah, fingers crossed. So, looks cool.
Which, well, since you alluded to it before, let's go ahead and hit the big boy right now, which is come on here. And that is the G.I. Joe panel. Now we just talked about, they did show the SDCC Cold Slither figures, which I don't need them. I'm not spending money on them, but if someone mailed me a set, I would think it's kind of cool.
I'm just
They
curious
do
on
look
how much
good.
it's going to cost. If we have
Definitely
predictions,
100.
throw them in the chat. You think $100?
I'd say at least, I'm saying 150. Matt, do you have a bid on this?
I'm gonna say they're gonna be nice, and it's gonna be 120 because of the drum set.
Yeah, I'm going to say no one's nice. 150.
I'm going to say 125, just to be in the middle of all you fine
Wow,
folks.
you're gonna price is right, me.
I am. And yes,
121,
Joe Fest has
Bob.
been in Atlanta. It's always been in Atlanta as far as I know, Professor. So
But I never thought I would see
I mean,
Joes with spandex.
so Jedi
I mean,
150.
I got one. I'm on the 150.
All right, we'll hopefully find out here in a week or so.
And we'll hope we're wrong.
We'll find out. Yeah, we'll be finding out in the near future. Come on. Just get down here. Then, just because we were talking about it, we do have. You just said the name, and I'm blanking on it again.
Striker.
in my case.
The All Striker.
The seat is removable, right? The back seat.
The third seat, I think, is yes.
And it has like the wheels can turn in the front.
Yes,
Steer
they're-
left and right. I mean,
right. It can steer. It's just not. You can't. There's no steering column connection. to the
I
axle.
honestly don't mind that because just as long as I can see the wheels, I'm good with that. Especially when it's in. Oh yeah,
What?
hold on. You talking about their Joe not in spandex? Snake Eyes. Good call. Very good call, sir.
Which version, though, McLaren? Which version?
yeah. Which version?
I do like I do like we've got our coffee mug right here, and then
Yeah.
I mean a lot of these, some of these extras we've seen before, but this is gonna look pretty cool.
Yeah, he comes with
happy.
so
any
much.
I'm just happy he
any
doesn't.
predictions on the price on this?
100.
I'm saying 100 free. I got 100 from T on this one. I'm saying 75 on it.
I'm gonna go. It's gonna be the same price as the Vamp, so it's gonna be $99.99.
Yeah, that's what.
100.
Yeah, I don't see this being. They haven't been going up on the price yet.
Hopefully. This guy.
And then to go with the fire department, we now have a police officer.
Yeah, I thought this one was pretty cool.
This is pretty
I
interesting.
want them.
Yep. I mean, it's a good mix of accessories.
This would go
that
very
we've
well
seen
if you
before.
had some street humans.
I think it's good if you have Spider-Man or any superhero like Batman that's always dealing with cops.
I think it's cool. I mean, the poncho's definitely from the
And
from the
I do find it
Army
funny
soldier.
that he does come with a. Sorry,
Oh, go ahead, man.
I was gonna say I find it funny he does come with a cup of coffee.
Yeah. I think
That's
someone
what
was
everything.
saying the missed. I think someone was saying the missed opportunity was to have a donut, but I think it's a little too. That's a little much on or right on the nose of things. So would have been funny.
Great.
You know they
The
talk
face
about it.
sculpt. The face sculpt still looks really good.
And there's glasses and masks
then we
and
get-
stuff so you can cover it up.
Then we get another Sergeant Slaughter. So this is going to be our third Sergeant Slaughter. I think that I do like the plane head here. He does get some more gear, which is cool, including just the non-sergeant hat. But I think of course I think the highlight for this one is going to be Mercer. That is Mercer, right?
Yeah. I forgot about him in the damn movie. I was like, he looks familiar, but I forgot about him.
Mercer.
Well,
Yeah.
he's an ex-Viper. That's why he's wearing Viper pants and a Viper vest.
I'm curious to know what buck they
Yeah,
used
it's a-
because
So I'm just going to bring in the rest of the.
I was gonna say, I'm kind of going with Jedi mindset here. I'm curious to see what buck they used because even in the cartoon, he was a little taller than what is being shown here. He was at least shoulder to shoulder with Sarge. Definitely not doing the Skybound version of this guy. But it's cool that we finally get one of the Renegades. Now that would have been a fantastic 3-pack. Just you can knock them all out at once. But then that would have been another SDCC exclusive, and that would have been really crappy. So
No, I
Do you
just
think they're
noticed
going to do?
he has those holsters on the side. I took my Action Force holsters
Do you think for the others they might do either 2-packs or release them individually?
I think at this point, I would hope they would just finish it out and just make them a 2-pack instead of doing individuals. Just because
I mean,
you're already stuck with this one here. I mean, because if you really want a Mercer, you're getting, as you just said, a third Sergeant Slaughter now, even though he has that new head. So just put the other two in a 2-pack and call it a day.
I mean, these guys they only appeared in the movie. They never were animated anywhere else.
Right. And the toy line. But,
I like that grenade launcher.
Well, yes, the toy line. I'm talking about just media.
Mhm.
And this was a highlight for me. I know T, you got your slice and dice. I know I got them. And these guys look absolutely sexy.
Mm-hmm. All the variations and options.
Did you order them, Mike?
I did break down and order it. Yeah, even though I'm not a big Ninja Force fan. That was when I was kind of phasing out of toys at that time, but I appreciate what they are.
Well,
I am a these look cool fan.
One of the neat things is they don't have any Cobra symbols on them, so they just work as ninjas.
Thanks, Joe.
And that is a hell of a lot of gear they come with too.
Yeah, that's one thing. Again, competition's a great thing because we're seeing we're seeing multiple 1/12 scale action figure lines coming with more and more accessories. It may creep up the price a little bit, but it's cool that you have options for this stuff, including this guy right here. So
He impressed me seeing him in person. I mean, I put the order in for him, but actually seeing what they were doing with him, I mean, I was worried that these guys would restrict movement for him.
I'm still curious about it because they're tying the shoulder pads or the shoulder armor to the torso itself. So at some point, it's either going to be soft gummy that if you're going to leave it in a pose, it's going to stick, or it is going to kind of do what we've seen with other armor articles where you start lifting up the shoulder pads and it's connected. And next thing you know, the whole armor piece is sliding up. But it's cool that you get multiple options. It's kind of a no-brainer that you're going to get multiples of these guys then.
And the fact you can strip down all that gear.
Mhm.
I mean, you're just talking about the competition inspiring. This is literally taking a page from Vala on this. You know,
I mean,
which
theoretically,
then also makes me wonder.
Oh, go ahead, man. Go.
Well, I was just saying that means theoretically, that means also wondering if I could put any of this samurai gear on a Vala buck that doesn't have any, on a non-geared Vala buck.
I am pretty confident that it will slide over and work. Because I mean, I can put other things on between both my lines so far. It's just the heads, obviously aren't gonna be compatible. So I mean, ideally, the only thing I wish they would have done, or could have done with this is, you have Buddha, have the other one be a new character, and you can swap in between, because you're going to be buying. Most people would possibly buy multiple just because that second head is really cool, and you don't want to have that go to waste. So why not just make it a new character?
Hopefully, when they come out with the green, I mean, it's when they, the green shirts are pretty much going to be a printing money buck per se. So hopefully they'll do a green shirt variant that would work good with it. Work well with
Especially you can see that like the forearm guards can slide off.
Then we got ourselves our mobile missile platform, which will go great with the other vehicle. It's basically the equivalent of the ASP.
You mean the HMS?
The
For
HMS, yeah.
HHS.
Sorry.
Yeah,
So-
I wish it would have fixed the blast effects, but
I agree with you completely. Why they can't do that, I don't know. But hey, if you pass on one, you now can get the other.
Why didn't they show it attached to anything?
it would have been longer than the turntable. Plus, we already know that it's gonna fit on a vamp if you actually have one of the 15 that were produced. Sarcasm.
So
But yeah, I mean, it's a good sculpt for
it,
Hawk. You know, he's got Stalker's weapons plus a little bit
And
of
they-
everything else.
good reuse on there.
This one
And
I
it's not-
probably won't.
I think that-
And it wasn't horribly priced.
And then finally, they did do the teaser for the HasLab. And according to this, it was teased as cool and chill.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking Snowcat on that.
or the ice is the Ice Wolf or Snow Wolf? What was the Cobra version? I forget.
It's not going to be Cobra.
But
It's going to be
it is very
Snowcat
cool.
and whatever the guy's name was that came with him. Came with that, I mean.
Oh, the
Oh,
wolf. I
Frostbite.
just looked up a picture of that. I have that.
You have
I
the
had. Yeah, I have the original.
Yeah, and they also did some name reveals as well. I don't know if that's on this article on the top or not. Oh, name only. There you go. The Steel Core Sentry with defense post.
And
Desert Scorpion,
Desert Scorpion.
which people were going nuts for. I never. That was when I was out completely at that time, but I never saw the Desert Scorpion. So
Not one I'm familiar with either, to be honest.
I've been out.
Cobra Wolf. Hmm.
Cobra Wolf.
Um, I know you threw some stuff on here, some more stuff on here. The Lieutenant Griffin.
Yes.
Is that Joe Fest?
And now we had the first version of this.
This is because the other one they were doing was purple. This
Right.
one's not the purple one.
This one is a gray. So I mean, it's same stuff, different color, different translucent, but this one I think is a little more apropos or whatever you want to call it. So
It
I
looks
like
like it looks less silly than purple.
Is he supposed to be like the Invisible Man or something?
That's
Yes.
Yeah. My problem
wave
with
to-
Big Bad Word Chop is that, like, I watch the figures get revealed and they have new waves go up and always pre-ordering.
yeah,
It's just
they're
not releasing that. Like, I can't even say it's that fat. Like, they're barely releasing anything.
yeah. I think it's a competition between them and X Transbots for their Galvatron. Which one's going to come out first? So, yes, Wave 2 is the
now
one. With the
this
Donner
is some
Party.
big news that dropped.
I was answering Venom Bite. Sorry.
This was big news that dropped on Wednesday, and that is the YouTuber Expo up in New Jersey. Now, this is actually was put together apparently by Articulated Ninja, though he is trying to distance his name from the actual event itself.
Why?
This I know Sir Dork, who has been on Figure Reaction, is supposed to be involved with this. Nerd
Yes.
Zoic as well. Four Horsemen, and of course, Bobby Vala.
Yep.
Those are at least four major people I know that are going to be involved with this.
Yep. D Amazing is going to be there as well. So
Really?
yeah,
Of course.
this is a cool 1-day show that kind of came up. I know that Ninja was talking about it a little bit at ToyCon New Jersey. But it's cool to finally see it together. And yeah, the reason why he's distancing his name is so it's not going to be like articulated NinjaCon or NinjaCon itself. It's to celebrate, just the collective YouTube community, and those like Dave T, that put stuff out there, put their creative juices to work every time they put a video together and out. So it's just an opportunity to get everyone together. It is set for one day officially, but I think they're going to be the vendors are going to be setting up their booths Saturday. So technically you can get in there and hang out Saturday night. It's very cool. And it's one of a couple of new cons that have been talked about. I know Unboxing Art last night was talking to Brian Carver for CarverCon, which is going to be in Ohio, which is a very Four Horsemen and creative type of show that's going to happen next year. I think that's July next year. So it's really cool. But yeah, I get what you're saying, man. Everything's on the East Coast. Specifically with these studios, I mean, they're all here on the East Coast as it is. So
it's a long side.
It's a logistics thing too, honestly. It's just easier for them to get their product up and down the coast than across,
I don't put a teary face when everything's in California.
And McLaren, hopefully there's not going to be any releasing of issues. It's going to be more. It's a hopeful situation where people that do have any sort of say disagreement can talk it out if they want. Share, sit over a beer and bullshit for a little bit. So
it's gonna be interesting.
Yes, it'll be very cool. It's going to be very cool, I think. And the collector CarverCon is going to be in Newark, Ohio. So from Baltimore, that's about a 6-hour drive.
It's cheaper than that WonderCon.
So
now this is I know we're normally talking about toys, but I thought this was actually very interesting, especially Hasbro's been putting out these Gamerverse figures announcing the video game figures last week, having them go up. Everyone's trying to do now their Marvel vs. Capcom 2 shelves now. And then this dropped this week. I know Matt's you're big into gaming, like a little more into gaming. But there is a new Marvel fighting game coming out. And it's from the guys who made Dragon Ball Fighters. And if you watch the trailer, I'm not going to put it on there because I don't want us to get flagged, but we're talking 4-on-4 teams. And if you watch the trailer, you got at least Spider-Man, Captain America, Iron Man, Storm, Doctor Doom, Star-Lord, Ms. Marvel, and the Robbie Reeves version of Ghost Rider.
Yeah, when I was watching that and they brought Storm out, I was like, how many fighters are in the same match? Then it said 4-on-4.
First of all, when I saw that, now that's somebody Arc Systems who also did Guilty Gear. I'm not buying this game because I will get my ass kicked as soon as I join any lobby. It's just I know my brain is too old to comprehend how this game is going to go.
Yeah.
Did you play? Did either of you guys play? Matt, did you play Fighters at all?
Yes. When it first came out, I haven't kept up with all the DLC and all that crap. But yes, I played it when it first came out.
So you know what I'm talking about? Like those games just get chaotic.
Yeah. I mean, but it does give you a good sense of being overpowered. I mean, it gives you a good sense of like hurling, I almost said Hadoukens, Kamehamehas across the battlefield. It's fun.
They were sure beating up Ms. Marvel in the trailer.
I do recommend checking out the trailer, and a lot of people are wondering if then that we'll get figures from this line using the stylized, how it's stylized. I know some people are wondering if we get figures from Rivals, which I strongly doubt, seeing some of the costume designs, plus the fact that they fired most of the Rivals staff already. So, but this should be very interesting. And obviously it shows that Capcom is no longer having the Marvel license, especially for fighting games. So it does not... and then finally, main thing I want to touch on is that Valaverse is going to be putting the Praetorians up very soon with a 4 per customer limit.
Yep. They are a very striking figure. Look really good next to the original Praetorian. And since we have Transformer fans in here, if you go to Amazon, you can probably still get this guy, which is the 52 Toys K9. This is Romero, and his color scheme will match perfectly with your Wraith Praetorian. So, very cool. So, and there's also a red one if you have your regular.
I was saying he happens to match the regular one.
Yeah.
So, Mike,
right.
I think I'm going to give controls to you right now. I think this is now your show.
Oh, Lord help us all. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this tiger to a new owner, and
Tiger uppercut.
show you what we got, which is we're a little low here. We got 4 people that can get a chance to get this Tony the
Only
Tiger.
4 people?
Only 4 guys. Yep.
Only
Like
4.
Tony. Maybe
Well,
they
we
didn't.
got 20 people in the show right now. So why don't you go over one more time in case anybody missed it, what we're doing?
Well, I am giving away a brand new Tony the Tiger.
Professor Soundwave says he's in Canada.
That's okay, dude. I'll help you out.
Put that the hashtag has been going across the whole time.
Hashtag's been going across the bottom. So, yep. So we're gonna do that. But why don't we let this run a little bit? We'll run it for a few more minutes here, or not a few more minutes, but we'll let it go. But I will bring up something that Titan
Great.
was talking about, if you don't mind. And
Don't you have something cool happening with your channel soon?
Oh, I do. I will talk to that towards the end. But
Okay.
I just wanted to quickly bring up Ramen Toys. Their pre-order window is open for the Gotcha Man. Since we were talking Transor Z and Battle of the Planet type of stuff earlier, their Canon, the Eagle Sharp, is up for pre-order right now for the early bird, which is $110. Looks really cool. It's got LED thrusters, wings. I remember seeing this with when I was really much younger, watching this cartoon, and I wish I could remember more about it, but it is there. You can go to ramentoy.com and pick it up if you so desire. So
I ain't never seen this in my life.
Well,
Sorry.
you've seen
I just
Battle
seen
of the Planet,
pictures
though,
of
right?
it. No, I just
Yeah,
saw
you-
pictures of it.
Oh. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, we'll go back to our giveaway.
Professor Soundwave, he said it was okay.
Yep. Do it. Throw it in, man. So we are up to 7 entries now. We'll give you another 30 seconds, and then we'll go ahead and roll this here.
So does it cancel out multiple entries?
It only collects, if you do it multiple times, it's still only going to collect it once. So your name's only going to go in once. And like I said, the main thing is we just got to make sure you are subscribed to the Figure Action Podcast. So
Yep,
that's
and
one of
type
the
it.
stipulations to check it out. So, and if you want to see more giveaways and stuff, let's start sharing the podcast channel out to friends, and we're still trugging away to get to 1,000 subscribers. so we can get monetized and start paying for more of this stuff. So, but cool. All right, we're 9. If we can hit 10, then we're gonna roll. So let's get that last.
And Figure Action
entry in
staff
here.
cannot join this, guys. Sorry.
Nope.
Shit.
There we go. We are at 10 entries, guys. So Saturday morning fun for a brand new Tony the Tiger.
Let's be kid.
Let's do a little silent drum roll, whatever. Let's see who we're gonna get.
No whammies. No whammies. No
Mariano.
whammies.
Hey,
Mariano.
All right, Mariano. Congrats,
Good
man.
job.
So,
Oh,
have
winner
they
to
won
you.
before?
what's that? Yeah, Mario.
Did they win
Mariano
something
did
before?
win. Yeah, he did win a Warpath Eclipse for like a year plus ago. So congratulations, man. As always, just shoot either myself, Dave, or T. I can't talk. A message, or you can email us at figureactionpodcast@gmail.com, and I'll get it out to you here this weekend. Okay.
I think we got that in the
So-
description.
I think we do. So, anyway, congratulations again. So, I think are we pretty much set with what we wanted to talk about this night, guys?
I like when I know the
Um,
person is subscribed without
Yeah.
I
checking.
agree.
It's always fun, man. So, since you asked me, Dave, I'll kind of go first with what I got going on. And not only are we waiting for next weekend's Maryland Toy Expo, which is going to be really, really awesome. Actually, I'll bring it up while we're talking here. I'm going to I know my channel's been very slow lately, to say the least, but that
What's that?
is going to change come Monday night when we have on, or I say I'll have on the channel a duo that has a brand new Kickstarter out right now. And I will share the screen to show it real quick. But we're going to have the team from Patriot Force on my channel Monday night at 9:00, talking about their Kickstarter here, which is Patriot Force, the new 6-inch 112 scale military action figure line. So I won't go into detail too much about it tonight. I want to let them tell you about it. So the link will be up here probably tomorrow. And like I said, check it out on Monday. All right. A lot of good stuff. I know they're going to be at Joe Fest, and they have some neat things they want to show everyone that night. So that's what I got going on.
Awesome. T, anything you want to showcase?
No. But I'm like an enigma surprise. I might have something. I might not. I know I'm not going to film after I get off of here.
Fair.
You're going to watch Switch 2 reviews.
I've seen a couple.
Oh. Do we know if Extra Zero got one?
He should have. He might have two.
Oh. Okay.
That makes it a Switch 4.
Tape them together.
Well, Matt, are you expecting anything cool? Because I'll let you talk. You look a little
Always.
tired.
I'm trying to think. What am I expecting? I've got a few hot toys on the way. Well, not on the way. On payment plan, because that's the way it goes with those things. No, man, I'm waiting for Dreamstar to drop more Devastator parts. That's what I want. Waiting.
Yeah.
Waiting.
Right.
That's all I got.
Well,
That's
hopefully
what's
hopefully
happening.
we'll get more stuff. Dave, we'll
I
close
have
out with you,
been-
man.
Well, I would say I've been utterly impressed with that Dreamstar stuff, especially the hook with using the whole Megatron parts. So that's just absolutely excellent.
Yeah.
On my channel, I've got reviews. You guys saw I've got the Jada toys. So You know, these guys are going to be reviewed shortly. I've got some of those Mythic Legions. I'm not going to be doing them all. Hell no, because most of those have already been reviewed. Might be trying to work on a little bit more live casting coming up in the future for my channel. And then I will probably be Saturday. I will probably be on Figure Fight Club's Saturday cast. So that's where you'll be catching me. So I want to say thank you, Mike. Thank you so much for being your generous donation for our viewers. We appreciate you. That was not something you had to do, and it's something you wanted to do, I know, and it was just absolutely awesome. Matt, thank you for gracing us with your presence. You are always missed. So it's always appreciated. I know you have I'm not being sarcastic. I know you've got a busy, crazy, active life. So when you're able to come here, it is always valued. Know that.
Sagat first.
Sure, I'll do Sagat first. T, we can't do this without you. And but more importantly, for people we can't do this without is you guys. So everyone who's watching, everyone on the replay squad, thank you. It's your Thursdays. We know you got places to be, and you choose to spend it with us, and we appreciate that. So on that note, we will see you guys next week. And as always, until next time, take care. Peace.